I greet you in Jesus' precious name. It's just wonderful to be with you again on the program. We are I'm standing quietly in the chapel. There's an absolute peace in this place. We can't make our programs outside because it's raining, but it's nice, gentle, almost like a heavy mist. And for us in the middle of winter on this farm, it is very important. I'll tell you why, because we don't get rain in the winter normally in this part of South Africa. This is a summer rainfall area. And so in the winter, it gets very cold, it gets very dusty and windy and dangerous for fires. We have a lot of forest around us. And so when we get a drizzly, wet day like this, we are rejoicing. And so we are really at peace today, and we are in the chapel that we built in 1980, my late dad and myself, and we are spending time in the presence of God. We are resting. Now, I want to go with you to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4 and verse 6. Better a handful with quietness than both hands full together with toil and grasping for the wind. Better to have a handful and peace and quiet than to have both hands full with toil and grasping for the wind. You and I need to start learning to rest. Now, this message applies more to me, I think, than anybody else. But I'm taking it to heart. We've got to learn to rest. I was just sharing with the camera crew before the program that the swallow lives up in the northern hemisphere when it's summer, and then when winter comes in the northern hemisphere, he flies there. He's a small little bird. He flies all the way down, thousands of kilometers, all the way down to South Africa, and he spends summer with us. He doesn't land on ground. He flies. What does he do? He rests on the wing. Write that down somewhere. He rests on the wing. He rests when he's flying. He locks his wings and he takes cat naps when he's flying. He feeds on the wing. He eats while he's flying. He rests on the wing. You and I need to start doing that. Exodus chapter 20 and verse 11. You can look it up yourself. Exodus chapter 20 and verse 11. 6 days, the Lord, I'm talking about God now, folks. He created the earth, the sea, the land, the mountain, everything in 6 days. On the seventh day, he rested. Now, my dear friend, if God has to rest, how much more you and I? We've got to rest on the Sabbath. Now, that doesn't mean to say you've got to go and sit in the corner. No, I don't believe that for a minute. If you take somebody like William Carey, who took the gospel to India and translated this Bible into many, many different Indian languages, he was very active. He became the chief interpreter at the High Court in Delhi for the British government. He was a linguist of note. But when he was tired and fatigued, he had a little rose garden, and he used to go into his rose garden and sit there and work with his roses. It was a time of resting for him. The great preacher, C.H. Spurgeon, said in his senior years, I intend to achieve more by doing less. Rest, like God said, and you will achieve more than just going flat out all the time. Have a wonderful day. Jesus bless you, and goodbye.